Justin here with South Central Homes. I'm going to talk to you today about the comparison between financing between a site-built home, manufactured home with a traditional bank, 21st, Vanderbilt, Cascade, all of those guys, and then the financing options that we have at South Central Homes. Not trying to push anybody in a direction. Everybody's situation is different. We get that, okay? Just want to kind of give the reality, show the numbers, and see what best fits you. That way you guys can give us a call, subscribe to us, go to our Facebook channel, website, and see where we can best serve you guys, okay? I'm going to go off the state of Texas. Average numbers for site-built homes. We're based out of Texas, just branched out to Arizona. Forbes magazine stated the median average price of a home was $348,000. Okay. Now we're going to base this off of an FHA loan. Forbes again, an average between 6 to 7%. We're going to give it the benefit of the doubt and go 6%, assuming everything's good. Down payment, it's going to be a 3%. I've got that calculated already. That's going to be a $10,440 down payment. Okay. Note, obviously, a 30-year term. Let me get my calculator out here. Let's see what our payment's looking like. Term interest rate is 6%. Down payment $10,440. So we're going to be financing $337,560. It's going to give us a payment $2,023 and some change. Pretty hefty payment right there. Again, these are average numbers. Okay, so we're going to go. It's going to be a total, and I'll put this in pink or red, whatever you want to call it, $391,023 and some change. That's interest. Over 30 years, if you don't refinance, double down on payments, make extra payments, you will be paying $391,000. Okay. Pretty hefty. You could do a lot of things with that money right there. Family, friends, investing. Let's go over to traditional financing with manufactured housing. Now at South Central Homes, we sell used homes, new homes. Our bread and butter is used manufactured housing. Average sales price right now is $30,000. Okay, we range between $20,000 to $80,000 on our homes, but we're going to stick with the average. $30,000. Okay. Average interest rate. This is for a chattel loan. Okay. You could lower it if you get an FHA or you attach it to the land. But right now we're going to stick a home only chattel. Okay. 12 to 15%. Higher interest rate than the 6, but we've got a manufactured home here. Down payment. Most of them are going to require 10% down. So that's going to be a $3,000 down payment. Note, just like the traditional financing with site-built homes, you can do 10, 20, 25, but your most common is going to be a 25-year. Okay? 25 years. Let's see what that payment comes out to. We're going to be financing $27,000. We'll do a 12% interest rate on a 25-year term. Payment looking much better. $284.37. Okay. Total interest. Okay. Another hefty amount. Here we go. Let me get the pink out. $58,310. Okay. There's your interest payment right there. Okay. Much better here. Much better here on the payment. Interest is higher, a little shorter term, much less of a down payment. However, on a used home and interest, that's a hefty amount. Okay. Now let's go to the term South Central Homes that we've got over there again. Okay. We're going to go at $30,000 price. Interest rate, we're going to do no more than 10%. Okay, no more than 10%. Our down payment, we're going to shoot for 10 to 15,000 down, bigger down payment. Okay. Our notes are going to be a 2 to 5 year term. Let's calculate that out. Let's see what that payment looks like. Okay. We're going to stick with 10% interest. Let's do a 2-year term. It's usually what we advise. 24 month, 10% interest. Okay, we're going to say, let's say we put down $10,000 down, so we're going to finance $20,000. Okay. Payment $922. Okay. 89 cents. Let's see what that interest looks like. Much better. Much better. 2,149. Okay. Much better. Heftier down payment than these other right here. Okay. Total interest is much lower. FHA, our down payment roughly the same. Lower down payment. Okay. Now let me break this down to you guys a little bit more and explain what I'm trying to get at here. Not trying to steer people away from site-built housing. Not trying to push people into mobile homes. Okay. Everybody's got a different situation like we talked about. Okay. Maybe your thing is, I want to live in a manufactured home for 2 to 5 years. That's really the ideal term that you want to do. 2 to 5 years. Sell that home, break even, maybe put a little bit in your pocket, and now we're going to go build. Now we've saved up enough. Maybe rates have come back down in the future, 2 to 5 years. I don't know. But now instead of a $10,000 down payment, hey, we got $50,000 because we saved our butts off, right? So now we can drop that interest, okay? Maybe you don't have the $10,000 to $15,000 down, okay, for a site-built home to go through South Central Homes, but you've got the 2,000 to 3,000, 4 or 5, whatever it is, whatever the sales price is. You've got the lower down payment, okay? But Justin, I don't want to pay the $58,000 and $58,310 in interest. That just seems ridiculous. We're never going to be able to resell. We're going to lose a lot of money. I agree with you there, okay? Here's the cool thing. We've got an extremely low payment here, okay? Let's see what it looks like if we double that payment, okay? Let's say if we double this payment, we're going to keep all these terms, $3,000 down, 12% interest, 25 years. Let's double that payment. That's going to be $568.74. What did I say? $568.74. Okay. Still extremely reasonable. Okay. Pretty much almost half the South Central Homes. Okay. A fourth of the site-built home. Okay. We double this payment. Now instead of a 25-year, and I calculated this, okay, so don't think that I pulled this off the top of my head. We double this payment now. Instead of a 25-year term, now we're paying this off in 5.5 years. Okay, 5.5. Like I said, we want to stay in between the 2 to 5 years because that's going to be the best return on your money in terms of paying low interest and being able to sell that house and not basically lose a lot or break even or even make money. So now we're paying this off in 5.5 years. Okay, interest. Check this out. This is the cool thing. Interest goes from $58,310 and it's going to go down to $9,000. Okay, $9,801. Okay, that's a huge savings, and all we did was double that payment. Imagine what we could do with that if we even made more than a double the payment. But maybe you can't. Maybe we just stick with the double the payment. point I'm trying to get at is just because you get locked into a loan like this doesn't mean you've got to stick to the 25 years. Doesn't mean that you can't pay it off sooner. Doesn't mean you're stuck to that $284 minimum payment. Make bigger payments. Find out how you can pay this off in a minimum of 5 years, okay? And you're going to get much bigger savings. Why am I explaining all this to you? Why am I giving you these breakdowns? The reason is because I want you to capitalize on your greatest asset, and that's your income. Okay? Your income is your greatest asset. Imagine what you could do if you didn't have to pay $2,023 a month, $568 a month, $922 a month. Imagine where that can go. Family, friends, kids' school, Roth IRA, investment, assets, stock market, real estate, you name it. My goal, our goal at South Central Homes, I want you guys out of a house in 2 to 5 years. If you go the manufactured home route, when you get done with that, you should be saving this entire time. If you go this route, stick yourself in a big exorbitant payment, $1,800, $2,000, okay? Most families aren't going to be able to save month to month. If you've got 1 or 2 kids, we all know how it is, okay? But if we can lower that to these payments right here, that extra money can go to savings, to a high yield savings account, whatever it may be. Save for this house, for a bigger down payment, for rates to go back down, okay? If you're disciplined enough, you should be doing that. And that way, who cares what friends and family think if I live in a single wide, if I live in a double wide, if I live in a tiny home, whatever it may be, okay? Our goal is to get you out of it in 2 to 5 years. That way you've got control of your money, your monthly income, and you can live your life the way it needs to be lived, and that's free, okay? So I hope I did a good job explaining this to you guys. If you have any questions, call me, subscribe to this channel, go to our Facebook account, South Central Texas Homes. Okay, we've got a website, southcentraltexashomes.com, where you can call me, Justin Reeves, 361-772-7891, and I'd be more than happy to show you the inventory we've got. Go back over this financing stuff personally with you and see where we can get you into a house to help your family capitalize on its greatest asset, income. Take care.